who are you? Is who you are outside your job, outside your friendships, outside your relationships, outside your family. Like, if we can strip out all those things from you, who are you? Have you ever taken time to invest into understanding who you are? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Open Diary with Ezi, and welcome to new episode for this week. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe and join the family and join this community. And if you are a returning subscriber, as always guys, thank you so much for your continuous support. We are growing and I couldn't even be more proud. So today I am back with a sit-down topic, and as you know, I do this once every now and then, and I speak to things that are close to my heart and things that I do feel I should share with other people out there, because you never know who can relate to some of the things that you might have to say. And on top of that, guys, thank you so much. I see your comments. You guys are so supportive. Thank you so much for interacting. I truly do appreciate it. So let's continue on that pace. Today's topic is self-aware. By self-aware, I mean, how many of us actually ask ourselves a question of who are you? Like, who are you? This is who you are outside your job, outside your friendships, outside your relationships, outside your family. Like, if we can strip out all those things from you, who are you? Not just your name, not just, your identity, but being able to deep dive into understanding yourself. A lot of people say, I don't even know who I am. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. But have you ever taken time to invest into understanding who you are and what you are here in this world to do, and what makes you happy, what makes you tick? This basically is a journey that I started a few months back when I first started with my counseling sessions. I was just at a stage in life where I was so curious about myself, and I truly wanted to understand who I am, why I behave a certain way, why I do things in a certain way. Just basically facing your own demons that you try and ignore and pretend like you don't see it. But the thing about being yourself is you spend so much time with yourself every single day, so there's no running away from it. And it does get to a certain age where when you understand who you are, it empowers you. You get to understand yourself on a deeper level, where you understand what you truly love to do, what you don't love to do, and you don't try and live a fake life anymore, but you want a more true happiness of understanding who you are. Knowing who you are empowers you. Investing time in understanding who you are is one way that you can start your self-discovery journey, and it can empower you. The same way where when you meet someone new, right? The best way for you to get to know that person is by hanging out with them, spending time with them, and understanding who they are. That's exactly the same effort that you need to put into yourself to understand who you are. The best way that you are ever going to know who you are is if you spend time with yourself. By spending time with yourself, it comes in different ways and form, which I will get into. But these are some of the things that I started doing, which truly helped me to understand who I was, what I wanted, pretty much to cover a base of who am I as a person. You know that feeling when you ask yourself when you want to do something, or if somebody asks you about something, there's always a first answer that comes to your mind, right? Like let's say, for example, you ask yourself, do I want to go and do nursing? The first answer that will come to your mind is a true answer, because it comes from your subconscious. And then there's a second answer that comes from a place of fear, a place of self-judgment, a place of what if I can do it, or a place of ego, because Most of us, the first answers that come to our mind is what we truly want to do. And then fear kicks in, and then your mind takes over, and you're like, no, but you can't do that. So say you don't want to do it, and then you end up not doing it. I mean, how many times has that happened to all of us? So the moment you tap into that understanding of the first answer that comes to your mind is what you truly want to do. The answer that comes after that is just, it comes from a place of fear, judgment, just not being able to trust that you can do that certain thing that you want to do and actually complete it. So when you know yourself, you are able to pick up on it to say, no, I'm afraid to do this, but I'm going to do it afraid anyway. Instead of you keep running away from things that you truly know, these things speak to your heart, these things are the things that you want to see yourself do. Then when you don't know yourself, you end up focusing so much on what other people say about you instead of what you say about yourself, because you don't know yourself enough to even trust your own opinion to say, okay, this is what I want to do and I'm going to stick by it. When you truly understand who you are, you become self-aware. This includes knowing your personality, why you behave the way you behave, what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, what motivates you. Like basically, you have to become so curious about yourself. Like when someone is meeting you for the first time and they're curious about you, to know who's this person, what are they all about. You also need to understand what are your boundaries. Like as people, we think having boundaries, it means you're pushing people, like you're pushing people, but you're not. But there are certain things that you know they don't sit well with you, and these are things that I would never stand for. You set boundaries and you become clear, and the people that love you, that are around you, will learn to respect and love you for that. When you understand that being self-aware is not a fixed form, it's not like the person that I am today, I'll always be that person. The person I was 5 years ago, I'm not the same person. And when you understand that, when you try and understand who you are, it's not like you're going to find someone that's lost. You're within yourself. But it's more about understanding where I'm at right now. Who am I? And somebody actually said, have a picture of yourself in the future. Have a picture of yourself that you know, this is the kind of person that I want to be, that I aspire to be. And every single day, work towards that person. Perhaps, for example, before reacting to a certain situation, first take time to reflect and say, okay, the me in the future that I want to see myself, how would you react? It's not always easy, especially when it comes to, you know, things that we live with every day, whether you are short-tempered, whether you react too quickly, whatever. Take time to pause and say, the me that I'm working towards, how would that me react? That helps you subconsciously to be able to make decisions without emotions, but rather understanding that this is not how I want to react, this is how I want to react. So it sort of gives you power and control of understanding your emotions, and to not react and then regret later and be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Being self-aware is the beginning of starting the kind of life you want, the kind of person you want to become. It really increases your emotional intelligence because you grow to understand the way you think or feel without judging yourself. It truly also helps you to have more control of your life and to work towards your goals and the kind of things that you want to achieve, the kind of person that you want to become, because you're investing more time to understand every bit of yourself. Guys, this includes understanding the good about you. Like for me, I took a task where I took my journal and I wrote down everything that I like about myself, everything that I love about myself. And then I wrote down the things that I would love to improve as a human being, whether they affect my relationship with myself or my relationship with other people. And then through that, you have things that you're working towards and you have things that you focus more on doing good of. Why? Because those are the things that help you understand yourself, and you want to become even more better on those things and invest more time. And this also includes, what do you want to see yourself do in the future? What is that one thing that you want to do so badly, but you're afraid to do? And once you start on that journey, believe me, you become a different person. And when you look back, you're like, I could have been this a long time ago, only if I had done this and that. So that self-discovery journey is so important. I mean, how many of us actually look for who we are through validation of people, or by basically what other people tell you you are? That's what you take, you flow with it, and you're like, people say this is who I am, so that's who I am. Have you yourself personally taken time to understand who you are, what you value, what you love, what ticks you off, what makes you happy? This also includes areas where you are insecure. Like, there are areas where if somebody had to tell you right now to stand and look in the mirror and look straight in your eyes and really ask yourself, what are you insecure about? Are you telling me you wouldn't have anything? So these are the kind of areas that you also need to tap into and look at, and really deep dive and say, why am I insecure about this, and what can I do about this? For me, these are some of the things that I did to help me self-reflect and sort of connect myself on a higher level and understand myself more. For example, take time, spend time alone each day. Whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, spend time alone, no phone, no music, just you and yourself. If you are up for it, take a mirror, sit in front of a mirror, and start to page each chapters of your life. Ask yourself, who am I? What do I want to do? What do I want to see myself succeed? What do I love to do? What is it that I am so afraid of doing that I would love to do? What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? What are the things that I feel as a human being I want to improve in, that will also probably help me improve a relationship with other people or improve the relationship with myself? Take your journal, write things down. Each day, write what you're so proud of yourself that you did, what you still want to achieve, how you plan to achieve those things. But take time. For me, journaling is also a way of prayer. When you are journaling down, is the same as in you're taking time to talk to God. And there's no one that can help us discover who we are than God, because we are made before his image. He basically made us looking at his image. So who better to help us understand who we are than him? So the best thing that you can do for yourself is involve him in the journey of understanding who you are without judging yourself, but rather giving yourself that mercy of understanding that, you know what, I'm human and I'm going through this journey to get to every chapter of my life, the uncomfortable, whatever it is, but get to know yourself. You have to understand that no one is born with the ability to know themselves. Why? Because as people, we evolve. As I said, the me that I was 5 years ago will not be the me that I'll be 5 years from now. So understanding where you are at in life and understanding this is me right now. The me I am right now does not define the me that I'm going to be in the future. But what I can focus on right now is becoming the better version of myself as I grow, as I evolve. That will empower you to a point where people's opinions about you will not matter. Why? Because you already have a deeper understanding of yourself, of understanding who you are. Like, understanding who you are, I mean truly understanding who you are. It empowers you to a point where you are able to face yourself. You are able to give yourself grace of understanding that this is who I am. This is what I'm working towards. This is what I would love to improve. This is what I would love to focus more on. This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm not good at. This is what I want to invest my time on. This is what I don't want to invest my time on. I feel for me, working through that journey of understanding who I am is something that is continuous. It's something that doesn't end. Like, it doesn't end. You don't wake up and say, oh, I truly know who I am, and that's that. I might like something today and tomorrow I may not like it. But that comes with understanding that I'm a human being and I'm allowed to change my mind. And it's okay if today this is where I am and I'm at peace with it, and tomorrow I shift and I want to be there and I'm at peace with it. It goes with the flow of understanding that as people we evolve. as people, we are growing. You know how many people struggle with the fact that they don't know themselves, that you see, even in a workplace where you see this person has so much potential in this, but they themselves, they don't see it because they don't invest in knowing themselves and what they are good at, and they try to please people and be everywhere. What I learned for me personally was get to know yourself, and the best way to do that is to spend time with yourself. By spending time with yourself, I'm not saying be on your phone, be on TikTok, be on Instagram, be on Facebook. Spend time with yourself. Whether you are taking a walk, whether you are journaling, whether you are meditating, whatever it is that makes sense to you, you do that. Why? Because understanding yourself, it empowers you. It gives you that control of knowing this is who I am, and other people's opinions do not come and sway you into a direction where you know, I don't want to do this, but because people say I should do this, then I'm going to do it, and then you are unhappy. Hence, a lot of people are defined by, like, if somebody was to come and ask you right now and say, tell me who you are without even saying your name or what you do, what would you say? A lot of us wouldn't know what to say. Why? Because who you are is always associated with your name, your job, your family, whatever it is that you think you can describe yourself. But at the end of the day, as we grow, understanding who you are gives you so much confidence. Like for me, I wish I had done this years ago. I feel like I wouldn't have struggled for so many years in understanding who I was and my confidence, and you know, how I became the person that I am, why I act the way that I do. But now that I have grown, I have that understanding now of, oh, okay, it's a continuous journey, and I'm going to get to know myself. And what I am right now will be different from what I'll be in the future, but I will still be me. And I need to give myself enough grace to understand and to forgive myself for past mistakes, and to just understand this is life, we're doing it, and what better way to do it than to walk the journey with God, to guide you in understanding who you are, what you are here in this world for, what you are meant to do, what you are good at, what you are passionate about, what you love. So guys, this for me is a topic that I wanted to talk about because it's something that is a journey that I started, and I did not expect that it would get me to this point where I would want to share also. But I really do hope that it talks to someone out there, because a lot of us are struggling with self-identity. We're struggling with identifying who we are, what we stand for, what it is that we really want to do. But instead we go with what society says we should do. We go with what everyone else around us tells us that we should do or we should be, instead of what you truly want to do from your heart. So remember, being self-aware empowers you. It gives you more control than anyone will ever have in your life. And it brings you inner happiness of understanding who you are, what you want, and at the end of the day, you have you to figure that out. So you need to spend more time with you and be more intentional about it. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching my video for today. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much as always for watching. I truly do appreciate it guys. Until the next video, bye for now.